All right, if you're just joining me, we are going to give this another shot. Hopefully, the microphone's working right this time. Uh, this is Contractors, and I think this is one of the most important types of games that I hope plays well. Uh, a couple first observations, especially something like that. You can, for certain colors, you can definitely like that right there is really you can really see the black spaces in between. It's been so long that I've seen like screen door that harsh, but then on certain things, like you look at certain other things, and you can't hardly see screen door at all. And for example, you look at that caution right there, and you can almost read what it says underneath that caution. It's very clear for lettering, but for rounded shapes, I think Pentile is a little better. Now, as far as color is concerned, let's go into, let's see who's playing. And we'll play a game, and I'll show you some of the problems I've been having. So we'll do some control, and I have been getting uh, some God rays. So let's change loadouts. I'm gonna go to a different type of gun. I'll do carbine, equipped. All right, back. Let's see, I got the machete. Do I got a secondary? Do I need a secondary? Yeah, let's get that. Equipped, back. Do I got a gadget? Can I equip? No, I don't have enough for that, do I? No, I don't. Okay. So we'll just keep it at that. All right,
Let's
and
switch
then
over to the bolt action. Just got paper gold
What?
there. That was fucking great. They're dropping me.
all right. Ooh, basketball. Now, one thing I do like is that throwing now is a lot more improved. It's a lot more improved than on my Odyssey. Even though on this game throwing has always been really good, but on other games they have improved it. Like something like this contractor sign right there, I was getting God rays, and they did minimize a lot of the screen door, but it's still there. It's still there. It's definitely not there on the Odyssey Plus, but on the Rift, it's definitely visible.
Rift S is better with the Odyssey Master with IMAX 5K. But
See, some
but
people don't even know
this
what they're talking
but
about. The colors aren't as vibrant. I have both systems, so I can definitely tell. It's definitely not as vibrant. You're still gonna get the problem when you get too close to the headset. You're still gonna get problems shooting like you did on the Windows Mixed Reality headsets. So you're almost running into the same problems that you're gonna have to get a stock to keep the distance away from your right eye. So you're still running into the similar problems. But the colors are muted. I can definitely tell. The blacks aren't as black, but they're still good. It doesn't make it unplayable. See, like right here, like I'm not able to get the right aim unless I hold it away from my face. See, it's sticking. It's sticking on me. Like I try to make a fine little increment movement with my backhand, and see, and I can't do it. It's almost. I want to say it's almost a little worse than my Odyssey Plus. Just a little bit worse. Now, as far as like pushing off a wall, it's really good at that. Like it can do that well. shit, what was I getting hit from out there? But it's definitely like if you're going from the Rift to this, it's a huge improvement. Damn it, man. It had a lot of recoil on it. You know what I need? I need to change my loadout on this. I need to get a different... This is for vertical lift. And I need it for side to side.
Gone by them.
Oh, shit! I'm looking for that guy. I didn't see that guy. Now, one thing that I like when you get shot and killed with my Odyssey Plus, like there's like a rainbow effect almost. Major problems with this gun. Now I also noticed that the field of view is smaller too. It's got like a weird rounded effect, like an oval. Damn, it's terrible. It is really bad at these games. It really sticks really bad when you're trying to make that fine movement. If you're not using a stock, you might not want to even try to play these games. Disappointed. I thought it would be a lot better in that regard. Finally killed somebody. See, like usually there'll be like a splash of color right there when you get killed. Not anymore. I mean, it's not a lot, and it's something that most people won't even notice. It's just that I think I'm spoiled. See, it's that weird angle that it takes right here. It's like, it's hard to explain. It does this, it has this weird, like, because like, I think it's because the shape of this, when you're trying to make this fine little adjustments right here, like right there it's locked up. Completely locked up, unusable, unplayable like this, unplayable. I would have to hold my hands out here, and that's almost further out than I do with my Odyssey Plus. Right here, okay, I got perfect. I can do it fine. Oh, even though it look, even if there's an occasional hiccup. Nobody was reporting this. Everybody was saying, "Oh, it's so great. The tracking is magnificent." What? And it's not. It's not. You need to stock. You definitely need to stock. this has to be a certain distance. I think it's because these rings, since they kind of protrude like out and forward, it that is why it's probably worse.
Well, idiot monkey.
For example, let me get one of my where's one of my Odyssey controllers? Where's my Odyssey controllers? Okay, here it is. Okay. Now you see how the Odyssey controllers are shaped? Like the ring is flat where you're using the to move around. So it's actually further away. On this, the ring is like so much closer to the headset. So you're having to hold your aim further away. It's almost maybe an inch further away uh, than you would do on the Windows Mixed Reality headset. Now, as far as comfort, it's pretty comfort. I mean, it's pretty comfortable.
Oh, what's that?
Ah, it's stuck again, stuck again. I keep getting stuck. Oh, it is worse. I can honestly say it's worse. I can honestly say it's worse, and the reason it's worse is because this ring protrudes so much towards the headset. So when you're wearing the headset and you're trying to aim the gun, see how close that ring is right there? Now look at the difference
Can you guys hear me?
from the Windows. See how far away the distance goes? Right here. Now with this, if I have my hand here, look how close it is to the camera. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that is definitely a problem. So how do I?
Oh, det var skitlasna.
Okay, done. Deploy.
When you just
Wait, how do I quit? Yeah, quit app.
Jag ser inte helt.
Let's see, I'm having problems using this software. All right. So let's try something different. Another thing in this area right here, I noticed that the lines.
Sloth Monkey, hey Rich,
Hey, what's
any
up?
luck yet?
Yes, I had to basically update all my USB drivers, and then I had to reinstall Oculus twice and repair it the second time. And I think everything's working now. At least it's not crashing like before. Now there's these lines. I think you're seeing the same thing I'm seeing, right? Oh no, you're not
Sloth
seeing that.
Monkey, wow, what a pain.
Yeah. So you're not seeing that. So let's put a different game on And let's see how well the tracking is for a game like Beat Saber. Now, hopefully this should. Okay, yeah, it looks it's coming up on the headset. Now, I haven't been able to get this headset to work with my open VR. Okay, what's going on here? Something crazy's going on. Okay, it's messing up really bad. Why? Wow, what's going on?
Michelle Lamoureux, how is the difference with the Odyssey Plus?
Big differences, big differences. This program's not working. Okay, that program is running very, very choppy. Yeah, there's huge differences. Hold on, I'll let me get going here, and I'll try to point them out. The biggest difference is there is definitely screen door now. I'm trying to get a program to load. It does have the same problems as Windows Mixed Reality headsets. I even think it's worse. When you get too close to the headset, it locks up really bad when you're aiming. So you're having to hold the gun actually even further away than I do on a headset like wow, it is not running this program at all. Yeah, it's having some serious problems. Okay.
Sloth Monkey, but screen door has got to be pretty minimal, from what I hear.
It is minimal. It is reduced. I will say it is reduced, but for example, on this lettering right here, I can see and especially on like white and reds and certain colors, I can definitely see the spaces in between the pixels. And that it's more noticeable than on my Samsung Odyssey. Another thing that I think is I feel like the field of view is greatly reduced. It's almost like I'm looking through an oval that's about maybe like this big. Seriously, it looks like I'm looking through an oval as big as this headset is centrifugal around like this. The field of view.
Sloth Monkey, ouch.
Yeah, the field of view looks smaller. Performance has been for Steam games has been less. I don't know if the performance just seems like it's a little bit more choppier because maybe Steam VR hasn't updated to use it well yet. I don't really know. I don't know, but something is up because it's not working the way it should work. So let's try a song. And we'll play on normal. Now this is another thing. When I was playing this game earlier, I noticed right here, I can definitely notice that I don't see my hands as much. Like it feels like I'm actually...
Sloth Monkey, did you disable revive? In case that's affecting it.
No, I did not disable revive, and it shouldn't affect it. Now I do have my super sampling really high of what I have everything set to what I use on my Odyssey, and the Odyssey has bigger specs, so I don't see why it would run worse. But right here, my perspective is really high. Like everything I'm swinging at, it seems like it's much lower. I don't know why, because like normally the blocks will be coming like around this height right here. I feel like they're a lot lower. I don't know if they do that just to compensate because of the camera tracking, but it just doesn't feel the same. The speakers are much worse. Like I'm missing a lot right here and I shouldn't be. You can definitely tell the audio is so much worse. The audio on my Odyssey, like when you do the swipes, it just sounds so much richer and fuller. Like when you do that right here, it's missing that punch. And normally, like I would see more of my hands. Like it feels like I'm only seeing like the tips of my swords instead of seeing more of my swords. Like normally, I don't know. It looks like the FOV is greatly reduced. Maybe I want to say maybe about 10 degrees. That much. It really does. And I have the headset. Like you can adjust it. Like you can pull it further back and you can pull it further in. But even when I push it all the way in, I can still see this black nothingness. It looks like I'm looking through a maybe 7 inches in like some goggles, and there's a lot of black around, a lot of noticeable black, more than I've noticed with my Odyssey Plus. The colors are greatly reduced, not greatly reduced, but they are definitely muted, and the blacks are
Sloth
not as
Monkey.
black.
Oh man, bummer.
Now this game right here is not running well at all. It's running kind of choppy. I don't understand why, but I'm going to exit that game and I want to try it out with Interference, a game that I played not too long ago on my Odyssey, and it was really great. Interference or whatever it's called. Let me see if I can find it. But it had a lot of like deep blacks and really rich colors. So
Michelle Lamoureux, how the difference with the resolution and screen door effect compared with the Odyssey Plus.
On the Odyssey Plus, you basically
Sloth
can't
Monkey,
see the screen door.
Transference.
Yeah, transference. That's what I'm looking for. Or is it? Transference. Maybe I can search it. Here it is. Okay, this really surprised me. Oh, I forgot. This game, you have to start it in theater mode or something like that. Hopefully it kicks in. Yeah, the screen door is visible. These lines in the distance, like when I turn my head, you know how like you can see sometimes when you see like a grid and it kind of fluctuates. The resolution's not as good. I can tell that off the bat. A lot of people say, "Oh, well, the Samsung Odyssey Plus, it has a diffusion of layer in between the screen, so that everything looks blurry." That is not true. Uh, it does it. It does it in a grid matrix. So basically, it does it in between each pixel. It fills in that light and it blends in that color. But the polygons or whatever it uses are sharp. It's just that the inside is blended together a little bit, which I think is a much better way of getting rid of screen door than just going to LCDs. Now, it is way better than the regular Rift. Way better. Light years better than the regular Rift as far as screen door, but not better than the Samsung Odyssey. Definitely not better than the Samsung Odyssey. Right now, just looking at this game right here, I see a big difference already. Huge difference.
Michelle Lamoureux, Sebastian Eng told me that the Odyssey Plus was better on his last live stream.
It is. It is. Now, what they did solve is on games like Echo Arena and stuff like where you have to like, you're looking in one direction and you're pushing off a wall. Even if you're pushing off a wall like this, you're fine. It tracks it well. Anything you're doing like this, it tracks it well. Anytime that you have a two-handed weapon and you're getting close to this headset, it tracks it bad. This white lettering right here, tons of God rays. I'm getting God rays, something I don't get. Let me resume game. Something I was not getting on my Odyssey Plus. Now, the vibration motors in here,
Sloth Monkey, I'll let you know my thoughts in Steam chat tomorrow,
Yeah.
since I'll get my Rift S after work, tomorrow.
Wow,
I would
this
believe
looks
it's not as good as
so.
Odyssey Plus anyway,
This looks
but
so
sounds better
different.
than I would have expected.
This looks so different. Wow, the difference is huge. This looks hazy, and now this game is rich in color, very rich in color. Now I will say that the blacks are pretty good. They're not good like the Odyssey, but they're pretty good. Now these blacks are pretty good. They're not bad, but they're still like it still has the problem that LCDs have. It's a whitish black. The colors are definitely muted. One of my biggest complaints is going to be out of everything is the tracking when you get too close with a gun. Right here, you can see it. Like my hand's locked up. I can't see it. It sticks. It sticks. So that's going to be a big problem. Anybody who likes to play gun games or first-person shooters, be prepared, especially if you came from a Rift, not to like it. Uh, Everything looks hazy. Maybe that's what this level looks like, but it looks really hazy. I remember playing this game. If you watch my replay on this game, I would pick up stuff like this and it would look photorealistic real. Now it looks like I'm looking at it through like my Atari Lynx screen. And you guys, if you ever know the Atari Lynx, you can definitely see screen door. It doesn't look as visually sharp. Now something like this, I can't see the screen door. Now the LCDs are definitely like it's a finer mesh. It definitely is a finer mesh.
Without memory, there would be no music.
But the pictures don't pop. They don't have that visual pop that it does on the Odyssey. So basically what you're trading out is you're getting the Odyssey has better audio. The Odyssey has a better mic. This microphone on this headset is so-so. I've already had problems with it. You definitely gonna have to figure out how to get a audio solution. What's really terrible is having to put headphones on, especially when you're recording and have to take them off and stuff like that. It's really bad having extra wires like that. I really wish they would have went with what they did with the original Rift and put some headphones in it. Yeah, I'm disappointed. I am disappointed. I listened to a lot of the reviewers, and a lot of the times you can't really, like, all these guys got paid trips by Oculus to go to their events. Of course, they're going to be a little, skewed to favor Odyssey. I paid for this out of my own money, and for anybody who's going from the Odyssey Plus to this headset, I think you will be disappointed. From anybody that's going from the Rift to this, I think you'll be happy. You're not going to be happy with the tracking with two-handed weapons, and you're not going to be happy with the blacks, and you're not going to be happy with the colors, and you're not going to be happy with the audio. This should have been more like a $299
Michelle
headset.
Lamoureux. Finally, I'm glad I keep my Odyssey Plus.
Yeah, I'm glad I kept it too. My Odyssey Plus is still within the window of me taking it back, but after seeing this headset, I'm happily keeping my Odyssey Plus. Very happy to keep it. And, oh shit, what'd I do? I want to quit. How do I quit? Very happy that, okay, A, which one's A? I think that's A. No, A. Very happy that I kept my, my Odyssey Plus. Okay. Now, before, if you saw my other video, I was having a lot of problems because I went from having, I guess, the original software, and then I went to the Rift S software. Make sure you completely
Slug Monkey,
uninstall.
fair points.
Make sure
I
you.
am going from Vive to Rift S. I think I'll be pretty happy, but some worries.
Uh,
Glad to hear your Odyssey and is still the #1 choice for you.
For me, it is. Yeah, for me, it is because I use a stock anyways. Uh, for okay, let me switch out of this. Let me go to a game like Echo VR. Okay, because this game really kind of like shows what the headset can do as far as tracking is concerned, and I'm very happy. This game was pretty much unplayable on the Odyssey
Michelle
Plus.
Lamoureux, I just received my Quest. I'm installing the games now and it's recharging.
Yeah, my Quest got delayed by Best Buy. 2-day delay. They lost it or something happened and it didn't get here on the day that it got released like it was supposed to. And I'm waiting on my Quest. But when I get my Quest in, I'm gonna have videos on that. Uh, I'm not partial to any headsets. I'll give you completely honest reviews. And I pay for all my own stuff. Nobody gives me anything for free. Hopefully this now there's some hiccuping going on, and I'm surprised on their own software. Like there's some jitteriness going on.
Can't press anything.
All right. Now this was something I could not do on the Odyssey Plus. Push off like this. See that? See that? Pushing off like that. It works great. Now what doesn't work great is if you get too close right here. Okay, right there, I lost tracking. Right there, I lost tracking. But if you're looking completely away, see how you can push off?
I'm actually really enjoying it now.
See?
It's actually so
So
fun.
that's a huge
You get to
improvement.
see things.
It's a huge improvement. Now the screen door, it's still visible,
Oh, he's
and the colors are definitely not as good as the Plus. That's one thing that I noticed. And the screen door is definitely it's minimized, but it's still visible.
I don't. It's pretty much all gone.
Hey, what's up?
The screen door, pretty much all gone for me.
It's definitely there. It's very minimal. You can see it more on certain colors than on other colors.
Hang on a second.
Now, what I don't like is the colors are muted too, though.
The blacks are rich and black. In fact,
The
they
blacks
use
are not bad. The blacks are not bad, but they're not rich and black.
Oh, they are definitely rich and black, I think.
Well, they look grayish to me.
Okay.
They're not bad though. They're just grayish. They're gray black. But it's not something that's really, it's just nitpicking.
Where'd the thing go?
The worst thing about the headset is definitely the tracking for two-hand weapons. I think that's something they could have improved on. Something that is very popular is playing gun games, and I think that's going to be a problem. Right there, it's hiccuping. It's unplayable. You can.
Yeah, that one was a bad toss. I let go
It's
too
very,
early.
very black, but I wouldn't say.
So let's play a game
Oh, we're joining. Like, fuck. I can still.
and see how well it
I
plays.
don't have the aim down that right.
It appears black, if that makes sense.
I like being able to push off the walls and not looking at all. That's a great
Smoke
improvement.
Monkey, what HMD is that guy coming from? The guy in Echo.
Probably a Rift.
Like that?
Now, another thing that I'm noticing is maybe it's my IPD or it doesn't feel like it's right. Even though I did set it for 69, that's my IPD, I still
hear me?
feel like there's a little bit like of okay, if I'm looking at a static object and I go out towards the edges, like it starts blurring before I get to the edge of the lens. Yeah, there's definitely
I literally play Pulsar as if I had
this.
to know.
Now, one thing that's greatly improved is how you can throw stuff. On Windows Mixed Reality, you can't throw. Like trying to throw with this like this and trying to throw it accurately. Look how accurately I can throw this. Watch. That's way more accurate than it was. This is way more accurate. Watch this. Oh wait. Oh wait.
Excuse me?
Look at that. That's way more accurate.
I forgot how to break.
There's a stick. You just click the stick in.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Okay, so I joined a game. I don't know what's going on. I'm waiting for the match to start.
Era unknown. That's weird.
And I hit myself in the head. Pray to start.
Party invite error unknown.
I can't wait to see what 2160 by 2160 is gonna look like. Now that
It keeps saying party invite error unknown. Add him as a friend.
Name is
How did you get that?
Multi-Callum. So do you
Oh, dude.
just talk?
Oh, it might have worked now. Try. Do you see anything?
Oh,
pop
yeah,
up?
I got it. Yeah, I got it.
Okay, cool.
Hello again.
I know that.
Michelle Lamoureux, we can't see your game.
no?
Right, you're in.
Oh wow. Why is that going on?
Right, we're all matchmaking.
Now we're gonna wait a long time, I think.
Yeah, probably. I'm pretty used to that. We'll play combat.
That should be better. Why does it take so long to get into a match?
What?
I got it a long time ago.
Oh, right.
What level are you on Arena? Oh crap, 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 crap! Oh jeez.
Pattern.
The blocks are good. The blacks are good. They're not bad. I don't think the blacks are going to be a complaint. Screen door is definitely minimized, so it's not too bad. You can only see, you could see it more sometimes more than others. On certain colors, especially the white, you can definitely see it on the whites.
Hello, team.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so I suck at this game, so hopefully,
Yeah, it's okay. We got it. It's not like the other team should be any better. If this
the
is
last time I
balanced.
played this, I was not able to push off objects. Now I can, so this is definitely an improvement on the tracking side.
Maybe this one.
The only complaint I really have is the two-handed guns.
Are we gonna go in number 2?
The two-handed guns.
Yeah, aiming with two-handed gun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it sticks. The
It's a Spidey man.
Yeah, you're right.
the hand that's the closest to your headset sticks.
It doesn't. Oh, okay. Let's go through 2. I see all the good players do that, and I've been undefeated so far. We're not losing this, okay?
Okay.
'Cause I want to keep my record.
How many times you got MVP?
A lot, and I'm gonna be MVP again. Yes, it is good. Thank you.
Congrats.
Oh freak.
Okay. Hello. How are you doing?
Ah,
Oh, you're on my team. Go, go, go.
Oh my, you missed it. I'm just gonna defend the base.
Oh, I should have grabbed that. Darn it.
damn it. Where is
The
it?
other team over there.
Watch out. No, freak. Tuck it, right here, right here.
Go past him. It's a bad player.
Ah!
No, freak.
Is that why I'm a higher level?
Now, I'm not gonna bother playing games like
Nice shot.
Space Pirates or Space Junkies because those games play well pretty much with any kind of tracking.
Wait, what level am I?
You're level
30.
30.
Oh.
Okay, let's do this. Bro, we're gonna get Mercy win. I'm going undefeated still.
This works so much better.
We're not losing to this blue team. They're bad. Like, we're destroying them. They're so bad.
Okay.
Oh!
Oh my god, he just yeeted that disc
Dark,
over me.
let me use you.
Okay.
Boost, like boost.
Okay. Boost it away.
Where are you guys going? Disc is over here.
I
Come on,
know,
bro. You
but-
gotta
I know,
get the
he
disc.
went the wrong way.
Oh, it's
No, I'm going over
Throw
here
it,
'cause
throw
I'm
it.
gonna defend him.
No.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Good throw.
I'm so done
You
with
guys
this
are an
game.
amazing goalie. Like, I couldn't even make that shot.
It's still a little bit of a hiccup when you push off, just a little bit.
No, because somebody
When I do
freaking
everything, it's fine for me.
somebody punched me. That's why I couldn't.
Is there like a whole team of 7-year-olds? Like, my god.
It's the Oculus. What do you expect?
You know what? Good point. It is Oculus.
What do you expect?
Oh, I got messed up on that one.
Go, go, go.
Stay out.
Good throw. Good throw. Good throw. See that? See that? See that? Oh, okay. Good job. Oh, there's a guy on you. Guy on you.
Ah! Oh, the cover came off.
Guy, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I got the famous cover coming off.
Okay. Let me just grab that. Okay. Okay. Nice.
What?
Throw. Right back.
I didn't do anything.
Ah.
Where are they? Where are they?
Nobody had nobody. They're in front of you. They're in front of you. You got it. You got it.
Come on, guys, stop fighting with him and pay attention. Let's go. What are you guys doing? God. Come on, kids. Let's do this. We already have 6 points. We're gonna win. I'm gonna try to shoot a 3-pointer.
Get to your launcher.
Okay, guys, stop being goalie. Actually help out your team. Because goalie is not working out for you guys.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Oh, go on, Nina.
5, 4,
Bring me level 22. I'm only level 16.
it's game on.
Oh, thanks. Oh, no, no. Okay.
That good?
Well, I need to probably go back. I got it, I got it, I got it.
Orange gets their hands on.
Okay, where's blue team at? Oh, there they are. Okay. Okay.
Throw it. Ah!
Oh, no, no, no,
No.
no. Okay. Wait, that was a 3-pointer? Well, I call hacks on that play. 3-pointer. Impossible. Hacks.
I hate this game.
See this? You see this on my face? This is a number 1, okay? That's what I am. I've been undefeated this whole time, bro.
14, 13,
I'm
Alright.
trying to flex in VR. This is
That's
no-
enough of that.
no, Why am I even doing this?
9, 8, 7,
I'm literally yelling. I'm literally flexing on 7.
Wonder why it does that. All right. Let's try a different game. If anybody wants to see a game, let me know. I'll put it on. I got another game in mind that is gonna test. Where is it at? This game right here. This is gonna test how well the tracking is going on, hopefully.
Mikari Games.
Where's USA? Wow, what's up with that? That's weird. What? Why is it doing that? That is weird. That's what's showing up on the headset? What? What is that? Oh shit.
Lap 15.
Oh. Ah, shit. Wow.
Lap 30.
A lot of glitchiness. Ah.
Lap 40.
When I turn my head really fast, there's a lot of glitchiness. Ah.
Second service.
Come on. I like the sticks that automatically work. Now the haptics are very soft. Very soft. Ah, come on.
Beautifully done.
Alright, alright.
Great shot.
Until this game is played correctly, I don't know why it's just playing like that.
Beautifully.
And it's still, if you see this, it still thinks I have the old setup. I don't know why that is, but it does. So what would be a good game to play? Let's see what this game looks like. This is a battle royale game that's really good. Hopefully everything looks good. Testing 1, 2. Okay, looks good. This game right here, awesome game. Let's see how well it performs with this headset. Okay, looks good.
Dether1, do you have a bowing game you try for us in future videos to see how well that works?
Do I have a what? A Valve game to see how well it works? Is that what you asked me? Hold on until this turns on. Let me see what it says. Do you have a bowling game? Ah. Do they even make bowling games?
Dether1, bowing.
Yeah, bowling. I don't.
Sloth Monkey, bowling or bow and arrow game.
Ooh, bow and arrow.
Dether1, bow and arrow.
Oh, I gotta try In Death. Why didn't I think of that? That's a perfect game to try. I'm gonna try that right now. So we'll put on In Death. There. That should work. Hopefully it does. Boy, I was so mad earlier. I was having so many problems with this headset not working. I don't like, a big complaint is the lack of FOV. There's a lot of dark spaces around. I see, it looks like it's just got chopped. My FOV, like it's so rounded. It's like I have it's like this. It's like I'm looking through a black portal and I see about 3 inches of black over here and about another 2.5 inches of black over here, about an inch of black on the
Dether1,
bottom.
how did you solve your hardware problem?
I upgraded my drivers. Why is this not booting? I upgraded my drivers on NVIDIA Experience. Why is this not working? Try it again. In Depth did not load. And then I redid my drivers for my USB. Somebody recommended that, and then I uninstalled and reinstalled Oculus, and then I repaired Oculus. And I did all that, and now it's not crashing anymore. Man, the speakers are such a downgrade. They really are. They work, but no more bass, no more richness of sound. That's gone. Why am I just seeing gray? Okay, here it is. Right there. Oh yeah, it's gonna have the same problems. Look at that. I tried to throw my thing and it didn't throw. It's gonna have the same problems I did with. Let's see. I can't be so negative. can I? Ah.
Sloth Monkey, I agree with Norm from Tested that the Rift S should have been as low as $300.
Yeah, it should have. You see that? Like sometimes I go to like to grab my string and it's not grabbing it.
Sloth Monkey, $350 is fair still.
Yeah, remember now, this is Oculus's way of making their money back on the Quest. I really do feel if they're not breaking even on the Quest, they're losing money. On this headset, this is the one where they allowed a company that does cheap headsets to make it. This headset doesn't cost them probably no more than $200 to make, if that. Now, there is a. It's pretty good, right here. It looks like a. Ow! Did I just get killed? No. Hold on, let me move. It looks pretty good. Usually, like this is what I do in Windows Mixed Reality. I aim with the front hand, and this is how I aim with Windows Mixed Reality. With this one, like right here, I have a little bit of control. It does stick. There is some sticking points. But it was just like a lot of my videos that we're talking about. It still did not solve the problems that you're going to have with bow games. It's sticking. And that little bit of stickiness, you're going to notice it when you really need it. You know, and it's really going to bother you. Now, one thing that's weird is once I have the bow cocked, I can't move. I thought I could move
Sloth Monkey,
before with Windows.
But you can get a PS4 Pro for this price, and that's more hardware. But yet, Oculus has to pay R&D costs too.
Yeah. These things don't cost them that much. If Windows Mixed Reality has proven is that these headsets don't cost them that much to make. They really don't. They can make an affordable headset for pretty cheap. It really does suck that they cut some corners like they did, especially with the audio department. That was like one of Rift's very like strong points.
Tail size, 300 would have been good.
Yeah.
The poor audio / reduced coloring and a few missed marks.
I can definitely tell the resolution. It looks like I need a super sample.
Tail size.
But this
if
game.
It was 400. They should have kept the audio the same.
Okay, like if I'm looking at this right here on my Samsung Odyssey Plus, it looks, and on this, you can definitely see the resolution downgrade. And you can definitely see the screen door. Something that I would not see on my Odyssey Plus. The colors are muted. It's for sure. It's disappointing. It really is. There's a lot of disappointing things about this headset.
Sloth Monkey, true at tail size.
Oh shit. Ah! Who's hit me? Did I die? Okay, I did die. I have not figured out the button to go back to Steam. That's not it. How do I go back to Steam? This one takes me to Oculus if I push that. I don't know. Steam integration's not.
Tail size. The audio issue is a much bigger issue than people think.
Yeah, there's a lot of issues. I played Moss. It doesn't look as good. It does not look as good. It looks spectacular on the Odyssey Plus.
Tail size. It adds a issue of one additional hardware you have to worry about.
One thing that really pisses me off is how come none of the big YouTubers talked about this. I know Tyrell Wood did a comparison video, but he never said anything. He never said, oh, you know, because it's different what a camera perceives and what your eyes perceive. My eyes can definitely see that this is a downgrade from the Odyssey Plus. Upgrade in some ways and a downgrade in so many other ways. They didn't fix the problem with aiming, and that was one of my biggest complaints on the Samsung Odyssey Plus that I can fix with using a stock. Now, I basically have to do the same thing with this headset, is I have to use a stock. Now, the problem with the stock is a stock is great when you want to shoot, but all the other things like pulling out your knife or throwing a grenade, it makes it so much more difficult with the stock. I wanted, but I guess I shouldn't be picky because I'm getting a Valve Index, and that's going to be my go-to headset for playing first-person shooters. Now, earlier when I was playing that tennis game, I did have this cover slip. I felt it slip off. So that is a thing. But it's kind of like Windows Mixed Reality. You know how the covers come off sometimes when you get really heated? Same thing with this game. So they fixed some things and they took a few steps back on some other things. And I guess that's like with every headset. But I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. I don't think I'm going to keep it. I really don't.
Sloth Monkey, I am very excited to own touch controllers though. They are pretty fair priced when compared to HTC and even now Index.
These
$400 for HMD and touch.
These
and Index is $500 for HMD only.
These
over double for PACUG.
Yeah, but the Index is a whole nother ball game. These are not as good as the original touch controllers. These have a different weight to them. They have a different feel to them. And the other one just felt better in the hand. These, I don't know. I don't like them as much.
2432. Is the tracking okay if you don't put it to close?
Yeah. Yeah, the tracking works great as long as you don't have a two-handed weapon that you're trying to shoot. Everything else, it seems to be working great. Unless you want to go into a shooting game where you have two-handed weapons. So let's explore some more shooting games. Let me go over here and let's find...
Dether 1, can we use original touch controllers with the Rift S?
No. Absolutely not.
Sloth Monkey, nope. Juster 2432, have onward. Juster 2432, nope.
Yeah.
Manderfeld Ibrahim, I saw your first video. Did you finally fix the crashing and audio problems?
Yes. I fixed it with
size.
updating
they could have
everything.
Made it a bit better than it is. Good enough but missing a few marks. Feels like it's good if you've never done VR before, but if you've tried other products a bit off the mark. Juster 2432, if you're getting Index, why bother with this?
Why bother with it? Because you need a native way to play some of the awesome games coming out. But right now, Reverb is working quite well. I wanted to get this just because I wanted to see what it was like. Everybody was saying it was the best thing since sliced bread. You heard all the reviewers, how much, you know, they were saying this headset was so great. And it's just subpar. Right now, like, I'm getting a lot of hiccups.
Tube size, unbiased opinions is good.
Yeah, you need multiple opinions.
Manderfeld Ibrahim, is the FOV really bad or the same as the old Rift?
No, the FOV is worse. I think it is.
Tube size, he said the FOV feels reduced.
Yes, it feels like, okay. Let me put these controllers down for a second. Let me put the straps on. I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like. Okay, this is my FOV. Now I'm going to go right to where I can see my hands.
32, heard it's slight.
Okay, this is where I can see my hands right here. This is the FOV right here. This is low. This is less than 90. 90 is like this. Okay, 90 is like a perfect, you know, like a right angle, right? This is way less than 90. This is like, where's my other hand?
It probably has to do with the fact that they are just using one panel, correct?
It looks like it's 80. It looks like it's 80.
Ibrahim, is it because you're wearing glasses?
No, I have it pushed up all the way. I have it like all the way up. Now, it just feels like I'm looking through an oval. It looks like I'm looking through an oval this big right here. and everything around it is black. I'm looking through it like an oval, and it sticks out about 3 inches from me, and everything around it is black. And it looks like I'm looking through an oval like this. It's like a perfect oval. On the other headsets, like you can't see as much black, or I don't know.
Jester2432. Don't think it's 80 LOL.
Don't think it's.
Oh, hey, Project, by the way, I was not shooting you. I was
Yeah,
already
this-
dead because he shot me. But you have no idea what you're talking about. I was not shooting you because I didn't even listen.
How do I get a gun?
He wanted to kick me because I shot
Traders
him.
win. I don't understand what I'm doing. All right.
Yeah, no, listen, you're just stupid.
Like
because you're
this,
accusing
right
me of
here?
shit I didn't do.
Screen Door City.
I didn't shoot anybody because I was already
Screen Door
dead.
City.
Yeah, I was trader too, but
Jester2432. How are the blacks?
Grayish. They're not bad. They're not bad. They look like they're slightly better than the regular Rift, but they're not as good as the Odyssey Plus. I just lost tracking there for a second.
Jester2432. Is it better than the original Rift?
The blacks?
Till size. If you know LCDs, then they are as expected.
Yeah, if I had a choice
Till
between
size. Yeah, better.
if I had a choice between this and the regular Rift, I would pick this, of course. But
Jester2432.
this is the problem. I'm about to show you the problem.
sorry, I couldn't tell if I was trader yet because I just got into the game and you shot me earlier.
All right, I need to
Maybe you're the toxic one.
All right.
You're shooting someone for no reason.
I need to get into a game where
There was
people
no
aren't
proof,
shooting me,
I
but
I didn't even shoot you. Like you have no idea what you're talking
You've done nothing but being toxic this whole game.
about.
For the past 5
Literally
minutes, you've
just
shown
saying.
me nothing but the fact that you're being
this is the problem right here.
Dude, I've
Even
shown
though
you
this is one of the best.
the fact that I don't like you.
Can we please just
Okay, now this one it seems like it's not sticking as much. This one's playing a lot better. When I was playing Contractors, it was Stick City. Okay, it's sticking right there. Okay, it's sticking right there. See how bad it was sticking right there?
Yeah, kill him.
Okay.
So basically, you have to hold your hands out. And anybody that's used to playing on the Rift or the Vive is not gonna like that. I can tell you that. They're not gonna like that. If you're coming from Windows Mixed Reality, you're used to doing this. Thanks. You're used to holding your hands out a little bit, but it seems like it's worse. It seems like you have to, because the way of these, like how they protrude and they come forward on your headset, it seems like you actually even have to hold it out a little bit more than the Windows Mixed Reality headsets. So, in that regard, it's worse. And the resolution, it's just not as good. Point blank, not as good. Yeah, the resolution on the original Samsung Odyssey is better.
Jester2432. Good when they drop it down to 200. I'll buy. Is it livable and can you look down the iron sights?
Yeah, you can look down on iron sights, but it sticks. It has that sticking problem. Why am I floating? Why can't I go down this step? What is going on? Okay. Is this what it is? Every man to himself, grab a gun. Look at that. See how, you see that jitter? Right there, it's stuck.
Commander
I lost
felt I
tracking.
brought him. Better pay double for a lot better quality than this trash.
Yeah, you see that jitter right there? And my controllers are perfectly in front of me, and I get that every once in a while, like these weird hiccups. Why is this not working? Okay, it's working now. I'm gonna shoot everybody. I don't care. I killed one.
He was innocent. You killed a dictator. I mean, killed a.
I know.
Jester2432. LOL, they aren't the same lens. Hopefully they fix it.
Not the wrong word in that sentence.
Yeah.
It's not the wrong word.
I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed.
I'm disappointed that you shot.
I thought the way they were talking about like this game, some of the YouTube influencers out there were talking about this headset. They were talking about how it was so much brighter, it was so
Are you
clear,
blaming? Are
it was
you
so much
blaming
better,
it
and it's
over a
not.
headset? The
It's
fact that
not.
you couldn't tell him that there was a big D over his head? Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah,
not.
because they were sponsored, so they can only talk good about it.
Manderfeld Ibrahim, send it back,
I
and get your money back.
I am. I am. I think I am.
Two size. Well, the index is base station based.
I already
while
had.
This one is IR/visual tracking based.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep
It's good
my.
for simplicity.
I'm gonna keep my
The 300
Odyssey.
sounds like the perfect MSRP price.
At least we won.
Yeah, the Odyssey is gonna be great for like.
Jester
Like right here. Look
2432.
at this.
You're comparing
the
it to the
Rift S.
Samsung.
I don't know
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
But I'm not just comparing it to the Samsung because I've also owned regular Vive, I've also owned the regular Samsung Odyssey, and I've also owned the original Rift. So I'm
Jester
comparing it to a lot of things.
2432. Most were comparing to original Rift.
Yeah, most people are gonna be comparing to original Rift, but a lot of these influencers, they've pretty much tried every headset out there. Right here, I can't see the gun or the background. It's all blurry and like grayish, like foggy. I can't see where the trigger is. I can't see anything right here. I have to go over here to actually see the gun, which is weird. This is like a hazy, foggy area right here.
Jester 2432. I got the impression is from original Rift. Manderfeld Ibrahim. I hear a lot of people saying they have Rift S and are happy. I guess they never tried other headsets and it's their first headset. Two size. I bet Oculus made that a K point when asking them to do reviews. To compare them to the original Rift, which is their previous product.
No, I don't think they get paid, but I think
Jester 2432. LOL on my screen black.
Because you're killing.
yeah, I wanted to see it for myself. Let me get off. Let me get off this game. Hold on a second.
Yeah, bang. Fucking retarded bitch.
What man? This man. Aren't you the one doing?
Yeah, I wanted to see it for myself. I wanted to see if these YouTubers were being completely honest. Now, yes, the lenses are decent. I like the lenses. They're definitely an improvement, but the panel, the audio, the tracking in some aspects, the controllers, it's just a downgrade.
Jester 2432. If you got it from Best Buy, just send it back.
No, I luckily I got this from Amazon. I'm sending it back. Now, this was the game that blew me away on my Odyssey Plus. The detail in the flowers and it's still a great looking game, but it's not blowing me away. It's the richness of colors aren't there. Everything's just a little bit more muted. Everything's just got a little bit more screen door, and nothing really pops. The colors don't pop. They don't have that richness to
Jester
them.
2432. I got the impression they were comparing it to original Rift. Think you're off.
Yeah, I mean, you guys know what OLED TVs look like. You can't put an OLED up against an LCD.
Manderfeld Ibrahim. Index also use LCD panels, so the colors will be the same, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm worried about. But maybe, you know,
MX,
that's why I'm
what
keeping.
game is that?
This is Moss. That's why I'm keeping my Samsung Odyssey Plus, because I feel the Samsung Odyssey Plus is going to be the last
Sloth
great
Monkey.
headset
I
with
will see
OLED.
tomorrow how my experience is.
Yes.
I will go in with an open but cautious mindset too.
You told me, my
If
friend.
it's not good enough from my OG Vive, it's going back. Even OG Odyssey wasn't good enough and got RETD.
Yeah, let me know what you think of the sound, and let me know what you think of.
Jester 2432. Yeah, then OLED must be trash on Rift if the black are better. Rift S.
The blacks aren't bad. I'm not saying the blacks are bad. They're just gray. They're not black. You know, they're not rich black. I just tried that transference game, and those are blacks on the Odyssey Plus. These are grayish, grays. They're dark grays, real dark grays. But I don't know. It was just disappointing. I thought it would be more of a step up. It's more like a step sideways. Really, it's not. I don't even think I wouldn't even consider this a 1.5 generational leap. This is like a
Jester
1.2.
2432. The reviewers did mention the audio issue.
Yes, they did. But they made the screen door seem like it was gone. It's not gone. It is definitely not gone. Now with some colors, it's better than others. I notice it more with the whites. With the whites and certain reds, I can see the screen door more, like on the
Jester
reds.
2432. My lord, that what they said it was a sidestep.
Yeah, it's definitely a
Tip
sidestep.
size. The audio is a slap to the consumer's face. For 400, the audio was just slapped on afterthought.
Yeah, this was an after. They just the cheapest method they can use. That's what they went with. Everything.
Mender felt Ibrahim.
Now,
They never said it was gone, but that it was significantly reduced.
let me tell you one thing that I do like: the cord length. The cord length is nice and long. I don't have to use my extension with this. Super long cord. The fit. It's starting to like. With my other headset, like
Jester
this one is starting to like
2432.
hurt against my
LOL,
face.
never heard they said it was gone. They said straight up if you looked for it.
Now I've had mic problems with this headset too, where the mic will go. It sounds like a tin can. I don't know why that is, but I don't have those problems with my Odyssey Plus. So I think the mics are degraded. The sound.
DeVore. First real review. Much thanks, my dude.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep. I want to do a through the lens. I'm gonna see if I can try to capture some of these differences. I wish
Dether
you
one.
guys can see what
Does
I
the
can see.
headset get very warm?
No. Now, I do notice that this headset though does get foggy though. Until the headset warms up, it gets pretty foggy inside of it. Wearing glasses is not a problem, even though the inside of this face part does seem kind of constricted. Now, there is comfort issues. Now, I can tell, like, just because of the design of the headset, this is basically the same design as Windows Mixed Reality headsets. They put pressure right here, except for this one puts pressure all around your face. So you're gonna get major, like, VR face, and it's starting to hurt around my cheeks and my face, even though I have it correctly adjusted to try to take some of the weight off, but there's still significant pressure on my face. I do not like these compared to the original touch controllers are not balanced the same. They don't feel as good. These lids do start slipping off, and that is a major immersion breaker is when you're trying to like play a game and you feel these slip off. They should have done something to make these click on so they don't slip off. They easily slip off. That's something they...
Jester 2432. Someone on a Eric the President said that if you turn from 60 to 50 HTZ it helps the tracking.
Yeah, but you're not gonna help this is when I'm too close to the cameras and they can't track. Right there it's not tracking. Right there it's not tracking. It's not tracking. It's tracking little bits and then it gets stuck. You can't do that when you're in an intense game and you're running around and you're trying to shoot people and you can't aim perfectly because that little bit of an inch that you need to move that way, right there, it's stuck. Completely stuck. Unplayable. Unplayable unless you have a stock.
Jester 2432. LOL Unschooled, try it.
All right, let's play a shooter. Let's play some shooting game. Now I haven't found a way to easily go with my Odyssey Plus. I can just easily go back to the menu. I haven't found a way to find the menu.
Manderfeld Ibrahim. People use a gun stock to solve that problem.
Yes.
Jester 2432. I'm sure they will fix it.
I don't think so. You can't fix that. That's not something you can fix. Now you can make the prediction models where it's predicting better when you're going back and you're going forward again. because that you can fix, but you can't fix this right here. See, I'm I'm trying to go down, so but look look how jittery it's not like I haven't been able
Mander
to
felt
aim.
I brought him. I doubted they focused on the quest. Lenovo is just a bad builder.
Yeah, the colors are so much more muted.
Tip size. You can't fix something like that because it's a system based on IR/visual tracking system.
Yeah, it's that's just a problem with inherent with inside out tracking. And another thing is
Tip size. It's not a base station based system.
yeah, one ring is gonna block my other ring when it goes in front. That's just the nature of inside out tracking. Is there like right there? It's locked. It's unplayable almost. So let's play it though. Let's go into a game and let's see how well it plays. Okay, there's plenty of people. Let's see if we can find gun game. Gun game is the best to try to gun game right here. Okay, that's the best because it's always constant giving you different guns, so you can get a feel for how well most of the guns work.
Hello, nigga.
Yeah, like
Chapter
this game.
2432. I wouldn't say it's not impossible.
Right there, I can't aim. Right, I can't. I'm trying to aim up, and it goes too far up, and it goes too far down. It's just, I'm having to adjust. Now I'm used to playing this with Windows Mixed Reality, but I'm having to adjust my aim even more and push out. Now this on my Samsung Odyssey Plus, that fireplace right there, is popping. Like it is bright, it is rich in colors, and you can tell. On this, you can. It's not the same. Unfortunately, it's not the same. Now, I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not as good. I'm not saying it's bad at all.
Juster 2432. Going to keep my original Rift.
If I had original Rift and I don't have a problem with USB ports,
Juster
I think I would keep it.
2432. God, we know they have OLED.
Yeah, I think I would keep it too. I think if I had a choice between the original Rift and this, I might just keep it. If the only thing I didn't like about the original Rift, it takes up a lot of USB ports. Ow. I was hoping that was one thing that they were going to be able to fix was shooting. Like I could, if they could have fixed that, this would have been the headset, but they didn't. So I'm having to hold my arms out, extended, probably like another inch or two more than I'm used to. See, sometimes right there, sometimes it glitches. It's got this weird glitch. I don't know if you guys are seeing that. Major screen door, less resolution.
Mander felt I brought him. Should be $200 Rift SMO.
Look, this, and usually, okay, when you get shot in this game, there is like a color burst, like like a rich color burst. Not anymore. Right there, it's glitching. Right there, it's sticking. Unplayable.
Tip size.
I can't.
200 wouldn't pass the corporate room.
I can't see right there.
It
I
would
can't.
be a charity from a business perspective.
I can't adjust my aim fast enough. It keeps glitching. It'll stick. Just that little bit of a stick, even if it's for a fraction of a second.
300 MSRP would have been just right.
Yeah, this is a $299 headset.
Juster 2432. Here we go again.
You know what? I don't think this is
Juster
even. This is a $200 headset.
With the OLED.
There's a reason OLEDs are so expensive. What? Why is there so much? I can't believe I missed that guy that much.
Oh, you both sticking slow. What the fuck?
Yeah. I'm sending it back. I'm not keeping it.
Juster 2432. Yet and get the point, it doesn't have it.
So my original plan was I was gonna get this headset, and then I was gonna pack up my Samsung Odyssey because this headset was just better at everything, and I was just gonna keep this. But after having this for not even a day,
2432, you did help cause all I play is FPS.
oh, I love FPS
Tube
games.
size. It will probably be a turn off for people who do multiple
Look at
media
this.
content.
Look how bad that is.
Movies / browsing and not just games.
Yeah.
Manderfeld Ibrahim. If you can't send it back, pack it up and do a giveaway, lol.
Yeah, I wish I could afford it, man. I would love to give stuff away, man. I try the best I can. But unfortunately, I'm not that type of YouTuber.
2432, there's your color burst.
Nah, you're not getting it, like... Come on, shoot me. I'm gonna see this color burst.
Dither 1, with what you are showing, the HP reverb will have the same problems.
Yeah. HP reverb is gonna have the same problems, muted colors, a lot more resolution. See? No color burst. No, I'm talking about a color burst that only OLED can give you. Like, it looks like I did a hit of acid, and it's just like, you know, like a poof, splash of color. You're not getting it. Like, that fireplace is beautiful
Tube size.
in Odyssey
HP
Plus.
reverb is a fail because that's just a WMR issue. They need to get WMR 2.0 out fast with more cameras and a higher quality controller.
No, don't need that. This
Jester
is
2432, there's it WSS, my god.
bitch.
Jester 2432, get ready, the index won't have it.
Why does it keep? What is? Oh, that's you.
Manderfeld Ibrahim, if you don't want tracking issues, then you need base station.
Okay.
Jester 2432, the color burst.
The perfect headset, inside and outside out tracking. Imagine if Windows Mixed Reality came out with trackers that you would hang one on the front and one on the back, and it would just be an addition to whoever wants it. Now you would have inside and outside tracking. That would be the perfect headset. A headset that would have both.
Tube size, yeah. If you want precision,
Yeah.
you have to go base station.
Yeah, you can always buy the
Inside-out
Windows Mixed
tracking is
Reality.
great for comfort / easiness.
You could always buy a Windows Mixed Reality headset for the price, and then if you want to do competitive gaming, you buy the outside out in trackers. I did a video on it. I think it's a great idea.
Jester 2432, LOL, if Oculus would just support the track image they already have.
Microsoft could do it if they wanted. They have a great tracker already that they built called the Kinect. They could easily do full body tracking with the Kinect. And you just need a Kinect camera on the front and a Kinect camera on the back. Not so robust. It doesn't need all the microphone
Jester
options.
2432, most people will have them.
Well,
Tube size. Yet I don't understand why Oculus just dropped their base station knowledge.
I don't know. They moved away from it. Yeah, the sound. I'm not hearing where the sound's coming from. Normally in this game, like I can hear. Okay, the guys are over here. Oh, right there. What happened? Did it crash? It crashed. Another crash. Yeah, I don't know what
Jester
to say.
2432, I bet they will support them again.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. The
Jester
headset
2432, yap.
headset completely blacked out. Like the lights on, but it's completely black. I wonder why. Oh, look. No display connection. Why would it say no display connection? See, yeah, it's something happened and it dropped out. So basically this headset is a dud. I'm taking it back. My recommendation, anybody out there watching, don't get this headset. Wait for something better. Keep your riffs. Keep your vibes. Don't get it. Pass. It's a hard pass. Pass. Don't get it. Don't. Have a good night, guys. Sorry about the headset being